Hello! Welcome back to more Danganronpa. We are back with the 4th class trial. The trial for the apparent murder of Mechamaru. So I am pretty sure that it was a suicide. And that is the basis I'm going off.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who. If you vote times, whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh, rabbit curry. Let's eat some of Manomi. Damn it, now Monokuma has made me hungry for rabbit curry.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Mechamaru risked his life to protect me.
Oh, Akane is a broken person.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
See, I definitely think it's a suicide because I just don't believe anyone could have killed Mechamaru.
You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
This is like the only time as well that there's actually a reason for making sure everyone has a detailed understanding.
I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Of course, I live in Grape House.
Tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real
How have
easy.
we gotten off topic already?
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
Nekomaru's beheaded body.
The discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Does it say where the body was discovered as well? Or do they just like run everywhere trying to find the body?
We found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we
It has to be Mechamaru who did it himself.
Set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Yes, Akane speaking my language.
It's
Forget
definitely
these
someone from Strawberry
boring
House.
intros. We know what happened.
Definitely.
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House
I wonder
dudes.
what Nikito's gonna be like during this
One
trial.
of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously.
Lovers quarrel.
We don't
Chiaki
have the
knows
luxury of
something about them too.
discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Oh, I like how Mikan's thing has a plus. Or like, cause she's a nurse, and you have those plus things.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Hey, was that a dig at Miss Sonia?
Well, the weapon is obvious.
What's he doing?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You could tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be that much of a mystery if it were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Oh, here we go! It was probably the new looking hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Oh my...
The weapon was right there at the
Oh,
scene of the
it's so
crime!
speedy, what the hell?
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but...
Guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there to see that
thinking-
pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Because
No,
there was
that's
no
wrong.
blood on the hammer. Instead, there was blood on the pillar.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Exactly.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
And surely whoever killed him would have made sure to put some oil on it.
Yeah, but
They wouldn't be
might have
that
wiped off
stupid
the
to
oil
just
later.
leave it cleaned.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
I saw us doing that thing, you know, that teachers too. Yeah, I know I got it wrong.
Maybe you guys
It was
mistook
just
the
to
hammer
test
for the
you
weapon or
guys.
something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
That seems logical. If it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, a broken pillar.
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100%
But nobody could pick
of
it
your
up
muscle
either.
strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Exactly.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
But did Akane just forget that we tried to move it? Or was he not using
Yeah, that pillar was
100% of her
pretty freaking
power?
heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Mechamaru?
Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength,
got a point
lifting
there.
a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You
Yes.
mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Ooh, he's not the type to commit suicide. Interesting.
Well, I guess you're right.
Maybe he was trying to do something else.
What the heck?
It does bother me a little. That word suicide. The fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think
Yeah,
of.
like why would he? Like Sakura in the first game, it made sense. I don't see why he would do it this time.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
See. So my gut was right after all. All right. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Oh, it's up to
Understood.
Sonia
Then I
now.
shall give it
For
my
once,
all.
it's not up to me.
Sonia, here I go!
Okay. Pillar fragments. Let's go with that for now.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Such
The pillar
boldness.
was not lifted. Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Don't interfere,
What
Hammies.
about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Huh. The killer murdered Mechamaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Huh. The tip of that wire was also tied into that loop. Oh, that's not it. That could be it. Damage area was so heavy even too. Maybe it is the pillar fragments. Yeah.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Pillar fragments, boom.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of...
Sonia! I'm getting hella
Okay,
excited!
let's try pillar fragments on what Sonia says.
The pillar was not beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Oh,
No, that's wrong!
the sea encounter is going crazy.
If Mechamaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
But the fragments were found under
Pillar
his
fragments
body.
were scattered beneath Nekamaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments
There's a
should have been on
huge
top of
dent
his
on
body
his head
instead.
as well.
I briefly considered that too. But it's
He's been
probably not
reduced
what
to
happened.
nothing but some scraps of tin.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that
I mean, it's the only thing
Nekomaru
that
was
had
killed
blood
by
on
that
it.
Pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
And
Feeling,
he
huh?
heard the bang.
That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong.
Oh,
can we?
he finally spoke up. Oh,
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way
yeah,
is that?
what way?
You guys, same as usual.
This guy is pissing me off.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the future
I do guess
Foundation?
if you're the
You make me
ultimate
laugh.
luckiest student, you would be a bit arrogant.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you.
He did
So
a
I
complete
guess I should lend a
180.
hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come
Exactly.
you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us
Ignorance
how
is
the pillar
by
was
far
used
the
to kill.
greatest shame.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
At least he's actually being
But
helpful
when
now.
combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
But does he still want to be like... Oh no. I don't think he wants to be on the killer's side anymore, since he remembers something now.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
What is the ultimate weapon? Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? We've
I
seen it?
don't know why it's...
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Eh?
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Of course.
I am he who cuts the
Let's just
insolent
ignore what
catalyst
Kuntam
which
says
throws
and
out
carry
the
on with the
chaos
trial.
with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the
Look at the
ultimate
hamsters.
weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. Since
Why
you
is
wield
Sonia
your
joining
four
in on
dark days
this?
of destruction.
Oh,
I see.
he's
I
blushing.
don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the
Don't
ultimate
enable him,
weapon?
Sonia.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
The funhouse
Still
is
don't
secret.
realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I
Wow.
forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Wow, I actually felt
Except
that one.
for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
I mean, I could
We must
literally
first
say it
clarify
right
the
now.
secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
I could literally just say,
Strawberry House.
oh yeah,
leads
long
to
story,
Strawberry
but
Tower, and
not an
Grape House
ultimate.
leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure
Such
is
a
the secret
sweet-
of the funhouse.
Man,
Of course,
not
there's
only
the
does that
thing
make
about
perfect
the
sense, but
elevator
Sonia's
doing a
beautiful
180.
voice is just so soothing.
Faux show. I
Faux
shall leave
show.
this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Maybe the elevator doesn't move, it's just a building. Strange feeling in tower, what the hell? No, that's not what I
In
meant.
truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
I thought the
We've
design was.
already
Oh yeah,
settled this
they are.
problem.
Monomy with a
Give
grape
it
or
10
something.
years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Okay. We've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nakita would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
For Yahiko's account. That doesn't help here. Broken doorknob? Okay, what else? Strange feeling in tower. Yeah, that should be it, because if it was the same building, that would be, like,
are actually
opposite.
the exact same place.
So
Exact
that's
same
the secret
place,
of the
secret, is that really it? It's weird.
And the walls are different colors.
The
Balls,
designs on the floor are
Fine.
also. We've already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
okay. Let's argue with Miss Sonia
are
then.
actually the exact same place.
So that's the
I
secret of the
missed.
Is that really it?
I wasn't ready.
I mean, the walls are different from the designs on the floor.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Alright.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
I'm coming better at this trial than the
Those
rest.
towers, are they really the same place?
Oh, little heartbeat sound.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hey yo, what?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Hey, I want to know more about the kingdom destroying the homeland.
Strange.
He's really going into this princess stuff.
Mechamaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower, for
This is
Strawberry
just like
his body was in front of the
going
door
over what happened throughout the investigation, what we discovered.
It's probably some kind of trick, like
I wish it was a
floor
bit
rotating
faster,
180 degrees or something.
because we literally just realized that
That means it could
before
have
the
passed
trial.
exact same place, right?
And so then what? You seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
I think I liked Nakito better before.
Oops, I guess I've said too much. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from
You
Grape
know
Tower
that's
to
not
Strawberry
true.
Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
You still know
Nekomaru's
that's
body
not
wasn't
true.
the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
Thought
Just like
that
if
would
there's
have...
no bread, let them eat cake.
Oh, that's actually from the French Revolution, no? Didn't the Queen of Louis XVI say, let them eat cake? Going the rebellion. So yeah, if Monokuma moved the pillar, that would have mean there would be like a blood stain on the floor or something. Chain.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Oh wait, I've got
And
a few
Nekomaru
cuts I
could have
need to
been moved
remember.
piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's
I
doing.
decree. I didn't say it, I decreed it.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten.
Shit.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic robo, the pillar, the body, everything. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said.
It seems you have forgotten.
What did she just...
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic robo-bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Oil.
He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Okay, I need to
Seems you have forgotten.
do it on the oil.
Monokuma is surprisingly
There's no way
strong,
Monokuma could have
wielding the
changed
power
the
of the
oil.
futuristic rope, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Allow me to cut through
Yeah.
those words. Moving the body and
I really like the game mode where you go like left and right surfing. I want to play that more.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Unless you cleaned it up and painted it over again.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
I feel like Soda's definitely gonna die like in the first games. Soda's gonna be like, oh, I'll do something so that Miss Sonia can like me. And then he'll
So
just
what
get killed
really
like that.
happened? Does that mean the two towers
If
aren't
Sonia
the same
kills
building?
Soda,
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings.
oh
then
yeah, and
what
we're
are
just
they?
completely skipping out the fact that there was a giant Monokuma head under it. That could have came up at any time.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the sequel of the Funhouse, but we don't have enough clues yet. The only thing we could do is rely on the one person who does. Nakito.
Nagito. I thought it would come to this.
Nagito.
I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
Why?
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nakito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
How do we know your hint
Maybe
is any
he's the
good?
traitor.
It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate
I'm
action.
guessing he's talking about the dead room. The life-threatening game.
I see. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you? That's right.
Wait, Manami...
This is what I saw after I
I
cleared.
don't know. Manami cleared it, but Monokuma took her away before he could see anything.
In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete.
In the depths of the final dead
And
room.
there, a small conspicuous window waited.
Oh, are we
all
gonna
by
finally
itself.
find out what he saw?
From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
What did you see?
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
How is he gonna
At an
show us?
opportune time, I found a perfect camera
course
in
he
the
did.
final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nakito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner
See?
pocket.
This is it.
That's a cute smile, not a creepy smile. As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
Ooh. A lot of trees. That must be the final dead room, and then a wall. Interesting.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird?
Yeah, why are there so many trees everywhere? So, nah, he must be looking at Great Tower. If they were moving around, the trees wouldn't be there.
Funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking. Then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
How huge are these islands? How did Monokuma take us from that 4th island fun fair to here? How long did that take? Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Let's begin. Shall I call
Thinking
it
time.
thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? Are we gonna spot selection? Well, the trees.
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Oh,
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first
I
floor.
got the wrong word in output, the correct answer.
I see. Is that it?
Nakito said there's lots of things, there are other contradictions. I guess this is the tower, right? There's only one tower in this picture, that's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you think? Okay, like this little bit. Okay. The sky!
Here!
What?
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was.
I was just joking about the sky.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means you're viewing the tower from
Oh,
Strawberry House.
that's it,
You should see
okay.
Grape House behind it.
Oh, so that's
In
not
this
fake.
photo, I don't
tower.
see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Oh yeah, he's looking at Strawberry Tower from the fun house.
That's right.
Red Dead
Good
Room.
call.
Okay.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Yeah, he did find the little basement thing in the final dead room.
Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
An
From
illusion
this point
spell.
on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
Oh?
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it
Whoa,
too.
why is he coming at me
He
for?
was just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know
Well,
about
I'm
the
still
other.
alive. Why do you hate me and not the other people that are dead? The other clue. Is he talking about that one time? Maybe he
You
teleported.
suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already. The top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only
Oh.
room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
But I thought he just teleported behind the... What's it called? The telephone. Was that thing just now enough for him to figure out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? Also, was he appeared from the third floor, then went down and met us in the lounge? The reason Nakito appeared from the third floor. I might be able to find the answer if I just think about that. Hey! Yeah, this is why I like the logic dive. So I remember the game that this reminds me of. The game is called Boson X. Oh, also, from the escape room that we did last time, I realized why the code was the code. If you wrote down like the, what's it called? The lights blinking, if you just dotted them down and then read them vertically and matched them towards the Othello puzzle thing, then you'll get your answer. So that's why it was. This does remind me of another game I used to play back in secondary school. Oh! I'm getting height. Okay. The same building or two different buildings? They're different buildings. I got it wrong! They're the same building then. Oh. I see. So the first floor of Strawberry House must be on top of the third floor of Grape House. So how would the elevator work then? Maybe it spins you around to give you a false impression? Yeah, vertically. Yes. They're on top of each other. I want to do more diving.
It's all coming together.
I really enjoyed that minigame.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Ah, look at the hamsters resting.
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings.
It's one building,
They're
6
actually
stories.
One 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Above Grape House.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Where isn't Hajime's
Because of
bottom
that,
teeth?
The photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, maybe like Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower, maybe the floor just moves up and down, perhaps?
Oh, snap.
Oh,
I never
snap.
expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses
I
were
feel like
completely different shapes.
Sonya's just saying a bunch of random words that a princess wouldn't usually say.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes.
I never even noticed the different sides.
Quadrilateral and a hexagon. overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
Oh, I guess that's why we couldn't go to the left and right in
conceal the unique
Great
design
Tower.
of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
We just went on a little trip with Monokuma. You've just been Kumat.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun
I should do that now. Whenever I prank someone. Haha, you've just been Coreyed.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right.
Wait, was Monomi asleep as well?
In the same building.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers?
Yeah, what
Are
is
they
the
arranged vertically just like the
foundational
houses?
structure of this building?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Oh. I don't know. I guess like the elevator was at the back of the red, and then it did a 180 and went down towards the front of the Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hand don't know. But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Sorry, if he ever like bites his own tongue, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, definitely make her watch me.
Sonia
I'm
is
gonna
not
stand out
interested.
till she notices me.
I'm gonna stand out till she notices me. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
In a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Oh,
was actually a dummy.
what
You mean
an
a
idiot.
fake body?
Ah! Listen to me, please
Nekomaru
listen
died
to
with a
me.
mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Oh,
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
nah. They surely won't. I don't think it was a
I'm gonna
fake
solve this
body.
mystery in a flash.
Again, the night button.
Hurry up, dumbass!
Fire,
One
Monokuma
of the
fire.
bodies in one of the towers
Oh. Then that means that the broken doorknob wouldn't be in that tower too. Did I do the broken doorknob? Not the doorknob, so this doorknob. Okay. We're gonna go for this one, I think.
was actually a dummy.
Let's just
You mean a
keep the
fake
good night
body?
button on here.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from...
You're magnificent! No fair! You told. So which one? Shut up!
Just pick one of them.
I don't think.
I'm gonna solve this
This mystery in a
Let's use the good
Hurry
night
up,
button.
dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy...
You're magnificent! No fair! You told. So which one was? Shut up!
But
Just
do I-
pick one of them.
Where do I do it on? I
I'm gonna
think
solve this mystery in a flash.
the night
Hurry up,
button
dumbass. One of the
on
bodies
what
was
Gundam
actually a
says.
dummy. You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Damn. A magnetic field was unleashed at the time the meteorite landed, causing a bizarre reaction from the machinery. What the hell?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay, nope. I don't know.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Huh.
Hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake body?
Maybe.
Mechamaru died with a mechanical body.
No.
It should be
Damn it.
possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent! No fair!
It should
so
be,
which one? Shut up!
but
Just pick one of them.
there were no spare parts. I think that's why it is.
Hurry up! One of the bodies was actually a duck.
You mean a fake
I'm running
body?
out of time.
Mechamaru died with a mechanical body.
There we go.
It should be possible to construct a...
You're magnificent! No fair! You told. So which
And then
one?
if
Shut
I
up,
use
just
that
pick
on
one of
when
them.
he says dummy, I should be
I'm
fine.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash. Hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies in one of the towers
Golly, your hamsters.
was actually a dummy.
Damn. Maybe the other way?
I'm gonna solve this. And hurry up, dumb.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Mechamaru died with a mechanical body.
Okay, I have no idea what this is. Let's see.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies in one of
One
the
of
towers
the bodies in one of the towers
was actually a dummy.
was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Mechamaru died with a mechanical body.
He died with a mechanical
It should be
body.
possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I have no idea what
No
this
fair!
is.
You totally stole my spotlight. So which one was the fake body? Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Oh, he's actually crying. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? Is something like that even possible? I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, I wanted to review the evidence. His body, head, arms and leg. Aside from that, mechanical, maybe it's the Monokuma file? I mean, it's not gonna be the wire, right? And then good night button. We've already tried that. And I don't know what else. Maybe the broken doorknob? Or is it a strange feeling in the tower? Regardless of whether you enter placement tipped over. If he's saying that it's a dummy,
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
if he's saying it's a dummy, what
One
would
of the bodies
the
in one of the towers was actually
strange
a dummy.
feeling be?
You mean a fake body?
Oh, but what
Mechamaru
about the
died with a
pillar?
mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy
I
from spare parts.
don't know which one this
You're
is.
magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my
I'm
spotlight.
gonna run out of time.
So
Oh
which one was
no!
the fake body? Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I'm going to search this up because I have no idea. Unless anyone can help in the chat. File Dankan 2. Okay. Well, that's the investigation. Here we go. Let's see. Oh. I don't know. Wait. What is this? No. Wait, where am I at? They exist at the same building floors. Ah. Faint feeling in tower.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
What would he say for that though?
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
Oh yeah.
we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Wait, so surely Kazuichi's account would have been a better thing to use instead of a strange feeling in the tower, right?
right up
As a
until
truth
that
bullet.
moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built the dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy,
Oh.
then it would be a different story.
Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
Oh.
You are joking,
Sonia doesn't like
right?
soda. Sonia's suspicious of
alright.
soda.
Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much
Ugh.
more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I,
See,
I guess he would
that
have
is disappointing.
took longer in fixing it or something.
More disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Mechamaru's body was in both towers.
Floor, fall,
even though it was supposed
or
to be
walls.
on different floors.
Walls? Yeah.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Escalator. A device like that. That transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Hangman's Candy. Oh, great. E-L-E-V-A-T. Oh, elevator. Ow. Ow. E. I destroyed it by accident. E-R. A. L-E. Oh, I cannot do English. I was gonna say elevator. Oh, those A's are moving fast. No, not that T. Okay, all we need is an O and an R. Where are my R's? Why? Give me an R, bro. Yay! My health is looking so low.
You must be talking about an elevator.
You must be talking about an elevator.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
So I guess that Monokuma thing that popped out of the floor was on the ground floor then. Underground.
Which means the tower was designed
Yeah.
so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
That makes much more sense why they would close the doors as
So
well.
whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall,
Monokuma doesn't want anyone to fall to their death.
it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Monokuma must have some mad engineering skills.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the
Ooh.
far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from
Got a
Strawberry
point there,
Tower.
but maybe they're just painted on.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Yeah.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Yeah, it must be like painted
Not
on or
just that,
something, maybe.
If I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Or it's just a door that leads nowhere.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you
Like a
see
fire
people in
exit
chains,
door.
make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
Oh,
What did you
a word
say?
to live by.
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Yaki seems like a good detective.
Why do we have to do that?
He's either gonna live to the end or die.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
I have no idea. The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers, the pillars, or the oil. We've been talking about that for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common.
I see!
They're all on the floor.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
Except for like the color.
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because the
Why?
elevator has something unique about
Why
it.
did they make me figure out the answer? Why not just say it yourself? Only the floor moves. There's no ceiling. Can only enter, I don't know. I don't know.
I see!
Only the floor moves.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
How does that answer the...
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was.
I see, that's why the door moved, maybe.
That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Yeah?
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Yeah?
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I am so confused.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Okay, they're probably just for show.
Just for show.
I am no longer
Why
confused.
was something like that necessary? So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their pictures
If
had
they
been
were
found.
connected to something, I would have been so confused.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Of course, you're talking about Monokuma.
Don't blame this on me. Take
I think
responsibility for
Monokuma takes that as a compliment.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Oh, she's ruining.
No way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You
Yeah.
guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Guess that's also why one person couldn't be in the tower. Otherwise they would have known about the floor moving up and down. There's
The
no
killer
reason for
destroyed
one
the
of them
Strawberry
to
Hall, but so
not
we'd
be
stay away
there
from Strawberry
if it
Tower.
doesn't move up and down. Killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button so we stay away from Strawberry Tower.
Was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
I am so lost in this trial, but okay.
The killer wanted to
I
keep us
completely
from
understand.
learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
But surely he's saying that Mechamaru already knew the secret of the funhouse.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed
What is the
Mechamaru.
ultimate weapon?
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Oh,
You said earlier that
I feel for
Strawberry
Soda.
House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
yes.
So, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport
I
us
knew that
from
was
one
coming.
house to the other?
Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side.
Maybe it moves vertically and 180.
Does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator.
Yeah.
And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to
Yeah, it
the
must do like a 360 thing. Hello, Paradoxial. How are you doing?
Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
How have you been?
Answer me, fiend! What
Oh,
does
wow.
this mean?
What does this mean?
Oh, okay, Sonya definitely has a thing for Gundam. I agree, what does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Oh, what am I oh, interesting. Akane, Fuyuhiko, Kasuichi.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
I need to remind myself of these accounts. 5:30 a.m. Walking Strawberry House 5. Kasuichi contact elevator used to move between both houses. It was apparently broken. Nakito was supposed to be a Strawberry, but he appeared at Grape House. Ah, this one. Yeah, this one. Kasuichi's account.
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Okay.
However, at both houses,
Oh,
if the contact elevator is behind you,
are they finishing each other's
the
sentences?
towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
Yep, they are. They definitely
It's
have a
clearly
thing.
contradictory.
When did this become a comedy,
With this
Kira?
iron curtain of teamwork.
Sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct?
If the
Okay,
two houses are
I
connected
just need
The
to
elevator
figure
should
out
move.
which
vertically,
one
not
I
horizontally.
However,
fire
if
this
the
bullet
contact
at.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Damn it.
Which means
Damn
your
it.
reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory. What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Yo, that face Soda made then is scary.
are
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both, if the contact elevator is behind you,
Behind you?
the towers are in opposite directions.
Damn. So maybe with Gundam then?
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I always got it confused which one I need to do it at.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Thank goodness,
Rotated
because
180
Nakito had a
degrees.
compass.
Meaning, As the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees.
Oh, just like the camera spun. No wait, the camera did a 360, not 180. I don't even know anymore.
Probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house,
Yeah.
right?
And thanks to that, the tower
An
we saw on our right
engineering
side when
marvel.
we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An
Oh.
elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Be fair, we were at an amusement park beforehand.
Is an amusement park attraction, you know. And
I wonder what the
building
fifth
doesn't
island will
really
be
need
like.
to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
It reminds me of that hour. You know when you go to like a fun fair?
Splendid at all. You're in
I don't know what it's called, like a roll around thing. You go to the top, you have like a carpet mat, and then you just sit on it and you go down this like looping slide.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear.
That was so
I
fun
never
when I
human
was
to
just a
begin with.
little pengu.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
I do love how it's 2D contrasting
What's the
3D.
ultimate weapon that killed Mechamaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Yes, what's the
You
ultimate
still
weapon?
don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
I
What is
don't
the
know why is it.
Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to
Nakito's
explain that
definitely
now.
pissed. You hear how he went like, oh
As long
my.
as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this
8
simple
sides.
mystery easily.
An 8-sided shape.
I see.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that.
Wow.
For a substitute reserve course student.
Someone needs to bring
quite
Nakito
knowledgeable.
down a peg.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Where? Surely it would be here, right? The 3rd floor. Grape House 6-sided.
Crap!
Oh yeah, I had a little confused. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, I don't know.
Here!
Oh?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
But isn't
Why is
that a
that place
triangle?
the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yes?
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one,
Ah.
you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh
That's
yeah.
basically the gist of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The true
Definitely.
identity of the
I will.
Octagon is that secret
We'll
room
take it with
depths of the
Chiaki.
final
We'll just
dead room.
believe what he says. My brain is hurting.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Look at all of those
Then
weapons.
the ultimate weapon was there too?
Like an
That's a little
armory.
different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
It'd be interesting if the ultimate weapon was a person.
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse,
Huh?
which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
How though?
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
But who else would have done the funhouse
The
room?
funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's probably why
the
you have
killer
the
tried to
wire
keep
and
us from
everything.
learning the mystery of the building, but more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon. Such a spectacular
What an amazing crime. Up, he's back with the
Truly
despair.
deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Mechamaru? And who is the killer? Oh, we are on a break. Suspended.
Hiya!
Why hello there, I thought of a new bad word to call Monomi. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me see it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander, there's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monomi is a serious Fatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Fatly, huh? That's not it at all. Stupid, fat and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be Fatly. That's too fatly. Oh well, what? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monomi is
It's a serious too fatly. All together. I wish they didn't do the suspended things. Just take me on to the second part of the class trial.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Yay,
I'm
Monomi!
trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Aww.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Trust me, having a laid-back so what attitude helps so much.
Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time,
Don't forget to save frequently. You keep saying that, but I don't really save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just move on ahead.
I never expected it. Oh well.
Is it really alright to accept the situation so easily?
I love
I
Chiaki.
mean, that's not what's important. The
I
thing that's
never
really
expected
important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mechamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is
Okay,
the
I
weapon?
guess this second part will be
Nagito
about
said it,
finding
you know.
out who the murderer is.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
Where is
What happened
Monomi
to the
suspended
bastard who
from?
kept saying how much they didn't mind dying.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Is that because he realized that I'm not an ultimate?
Disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Oh?
You say such falsehoods, per usual.
So when
There
has
is
there
no
been a
such thing
murder
as
for the sake of
for
hope?
the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
Exactly.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires, even one as diabolical
Didn't
as I would
Nakito
avoid
say
such
this to us
action.
before the trial started?
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Mechamaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting
Oh yeah, she's
hungry or
getting
anything,
hungry for
you
the
know.
rabbit stew.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nakito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's
Anyway,
serious or
If the
not.
killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Mechamaru.
With
It
the
might be
wire
better
and
if
that.
we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Mechamaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if beaten senseless with a blunt object. If he was, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. What was Mechamaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Dead battery now. Falling. He's on there. Sleep mode. He falls. Yeah, some of his parts would come off.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Like, you know how you like would swap your phone back in the day or something and parts would come out or the battery
the
would
funhouse's
come out?
secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected. Then the killer made use of its height and caused Mechamaru to die from falling.
So he must have clicked
Are you
Mechamaru's
saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
go to sleep button first.
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Hey, that's
Where
what
in
a
that
theory
building
is.
would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st
Why do I
floor.
feel like we're gonna have to
Did you forget
do
how
a
the
battle
elevator
with
functions?
Fuyuhiko, not
When it's on
Fuyuhiko,
the first floor, the door on the
with
fourth floor won't.
Gundam.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Please,
But my gut
calm
is going
down.
crazy right now.
And I'm guessing that's just because Hakane is hungry. Is Mechamaru died from falling ready to kill us off Mechamaru from? Okay, I am gonna hit the good night button.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Yeah.
Then, how about this? After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Okay, I think I
Hold on,
fire
did
my
you forget
bullet
the
when
elevator
I
has a
do that.
sensor?
Or maybe here.
As long as there's a moving object, it...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I'm not even gonna let you finish your sentence.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Mechamaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his
I love
sleep
how the
mode?
main characters in these are always great at detective work.
When Nekamaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep.
Or maybe that's what the hammer was for, to get to his sleep button.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see.
But that's
So
how did someone... how was someone able to put Nekomaru in that
Even
position?
if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Oh.
Silence, pest!
Hey!
Now you're calling me a
Oh,
pest?
I thought Sonya was saying that to Chiaki. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? A way to create the drop. Probably the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Hmm.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Do not
The
interfere.
arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Wow, why are you interfering now?
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Okay,
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
doorknob.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't
Not
be
pest
so
again.
cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh, he's a Vulcan, a kink. If Nekomaru is inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation? How can you create a difference in elevation?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Tripped over
So
pillar?
you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Not the hammer.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Oh shit.
What about the oil on the floor?
Yeah, the pillar, right?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Maybe
How about
not
we
the
all shut
doorknob.
up and listen to what Chiaki...
Silence, pest!
I don't think it
Don't
would be the
so
doorknob.
cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Nekomaru is inside the elevator. How can you create a elevation?
If you arrange it a certain way,
Doorknob. Where's the doorknob at? Hold out. I don't know how you were though. I don't know found the tip of the pillar. There's still the question of the wire as well. Which I assume was tied onto that doorknob. And then... what? You arrange it in a certain way.
In the elevator.
Cause the drop within the
So you're
elevator.
telling us all
Oh!
to think about the arrangement, right?
Wire.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Because there would have been
Isn't
the
it about time
break
we went
door
over the
with
pillar
the
again?
doorknob
What
from
about the
way
oil
up.
on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
Just like from the
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
strawberry tower. Hello, Crazy Mai, how you doing? Yeah, from like the strawberry tower, you tie it up and then you just like push him off or something.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Mechamaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Exactly.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
I'm doing good, thank you.
The killer
I'm glad
tied
to hear you're doing
Mechamaru with
fine.
the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung
Damn,
it on
he
the
was
doorknob
really
to the fourth
suspended in
floor.
air.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Great Tower.
Oh, my, if you didn't hear it, I realized why the code was the code in the escape room. You were supposed to
And
wipe
suspended
down,
Mechamaru in midair.
like chop down the lights blinking, and then read it vertically, and then compare that to the Othello thing.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Oh, Monokuma.
Kinda like...
Disgusting.
You better not finish that sentence!
Someone must have gotten
Killer took
behind
advantage of the elevator's
Monokuma,
unique feature. Only the floor-
Mechamaru then, and hit his head.
By doing that,
It
they
is,
created a drop
called
so
the sleep
Mechamaru
button.
could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh no. What do you want to say, huh?
A drop. There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Yeah, you could.
Why? If Mechamaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
Whoa, Mechamaru is
Because
heavy.
if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
What is this? Mechamaru is much heavier than a doorknob. Broken doorknob.
Even if they suspended Mechamaru from a wall, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
Exactly.
What? Mechamaru fell on his own?
Damn it. What the hell are you even saying? I'm not the type of character to get thrown off by a messed up remark.
What? Mechamaru fell on his own? Mechamaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Mechamaru inside...
Oh no.
Damn it! Even if they suspended Mechamaru from a wall, how would they make him fall?
How would they?
There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I agree with Wakasuichi, it seems certain that difference in elevation.
Even if they suspended Mechamaru from a wall, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do
I
that.
swear he would have just fallen. Anyway.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
But how?
What? Mechamaru fell on his own? Mechamaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time. But in
I
that
don't
case,
know.
You still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Mechamaru inside is just impossible.
Okay.
End of story.
Mechamaru should have still been in sleep mode. Hold on, thanks to Kasuichi, I think I figured out how to kill a drop Mechamaru. If he was still in sleep mode, he wouldn't have dropped. But if he woke up and he tried to move, he would have fell. So it's either the clock alarm timer.
What? Mechamaru fell on his own? Mechamaru, if he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time. But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Mechamaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay.
What?
Not that one. This one. Yeah.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to slice through your words.
What do you think would happen if Mechamaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
Wait, does that mean someone fumbled with his alarm inside of his body while he was in sleep mode?
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Mechamaru.
Oh.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why...
To be honest, with Mechamaru, that would work.
A lot, right?
With like a normal human, they'd probably die already from all of the blood rushing to their head.
Mechamaru probably did exactly that.
Imagine if he just stayed still though.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating,
I wonder what would have happened if the elevator went back up while he was still suspended.
Was on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah, poor Mechamaru. Imagine going to sleep, waking up, and then falling to your death.
He fell because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Mechamaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
As well as Mechamaru said he wouldn't let anyone else die. And yet he was the one to die.
Well, that's probably it.
Just like what Byakuya said.
If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
We all hate alarms from now on. I never use an alarm. I could just wake up whenever. The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because I'll use my full power, grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but oh, because he already used it a lot to take it out. If that's really why it was, that's the clue Mechamaru left for us to find.
So that's how Mechamaru fell to his death.
You could be the most perfect killer, but there'll always be one mistake that you've overlooked.
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Our numbers are dwindling. Eh?
No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Okay, he's definitely has some humiliation kink.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Oh no.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me?
He's gonna start to get a praise kink now.
This guy.
He gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Mechamaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Oh. Maybe that wasn't the alarm that people were hearing in the Strawberry Clock Tower.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of
yeah,
course,
so that
you know that too, right?
At least keep it private. It doesn't mean Mechamaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Mechamaru fell to the floor, the only thing I could think of what happened to him was cola came out of his eyes.
I see.
He collided with the pillar.
When Mechamaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was
and why there was oil on top of the pillar.
See? I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Technically the elevator was the weapon.
The pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
I want to
At this point,
wonder who
it
the
is
killer
quite
is now.
difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
I don't like Akane calling him baby
Stop
gangster.
calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Ah,
You didn't check it yourself?
now we're on about the alarm that was
Mechamaru's
for
alarm was set for
5:30.
7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was
Maybe
no way I could
someone
be late for Monokuma Tai Chi,
took
so
out,
I left for Great Tower before 7 a.m.
What's it called? Maybe someone took out the thing that made the sound of the alarm.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30?
I was about to say, who has a square head?
To the
But then I
tower at
remembered
7?
it's one of the pictures.
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Yo, someone call Phoenix White. Or better call Soul. Okay, I believe it will be to do with the wall clock.
We headed for Great Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Oh, I gained some of my health back.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Yeah, I love Ace
was set
Attorney.
for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
I played almost
His time of death and the time the
all
body
of the
was
games
discovered.
on my iPad when I was
One
younger.
of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Okay.
That's gotta
Don't
be
say
it.
killer, say platinum. The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30, but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. Just one possibility at a
We headed
time.
for Great Tower. Before 7
Fox
a.m., I
alarm
am certain.
time. Yeah, I want to play the new one that came out, where it's like in the 1800s or something. I can't remember what it's called. Can't be tampered with. Okay, let's go with the radio clock.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Maybe
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
I have to do it for was
The
set.
time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Damn it, I missed it. Okay, let's do it again.
Before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside Nek was set
I
for
forget her
7:30
name,
a.m.
but the girl in Ace Attorney who could like
The time of
see
death and
your
the time the body was
emotions.
discovered. One of those
Athena
must be an
Sykes,
illusion.
I love her.
The killer probably did some tampering.
Okay, let's go.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta
Damn.
be it.
I forgot that the second one came as well.
We headed for Great before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside Nek was set for 7. Nekomaru died because his time of death and the one of those must be.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Right.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been
Professor
impossible to
Layton
mess with.
versus Phoenix White. Wait, is that an actual Ace Attorney game? No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, yeah.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
I need to mute my thing, hold on. Huh?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
Nathan the Mouse Edgeworth come here. What?
The clock inside Grape House?
I remember seeing Professor Layton
No,
versus
I
Phoenix
checked
White
all the
rap
clocks
battle.
inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really
I do
listened
love
to me
Miles
and checked all
Setroff
the
as well.
clocks.
His and
And
Phoenix White's relationship.
I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Damn.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
He said that humans. The
Maybe
disrespect.
a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies, I should doubt the clock. No mistake, something was done, but what was it? Maybe we are misunderstanding something. I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Yay, another logic dive. One. Wow. Oh wait, I need to... Boom. Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot I could jump. Hey, hello. How are you doing? Ah, god damn it. I can't jump. Your favorite character is Gundam. Nice. Mine is Chiaki. I like Nakito as well, before he's thing. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building! Oh no. It went too fast. How you doing? I'ma call you Chi lol. The games of Miles Edward doesn't come here where I live, but the Professor Layton feels Phoenix White do. Oh, I didn't know that was a game. I know about the Turnabout one. And the one that had Athena Sykes in it, that trilogy. Alright. Oh, I'm cruising through the middle. The building's clocks. No wait, it was... Yep, the building's clock, nice. I love this minigame. Okay, what is the third and final question? Which house had the wrong time? Strawberry House. How did I fall through that? I'll take Strawberry House for 500. I swear if it is both houses. It was both houses. Okay. I'll have to check out the Professor Layton vs Phoenix White game.
It's all coming together.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Oh yeah, what would he have been checking it against?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
Yeah, who tampered with them?
I see.
Obviously the
So
killer, but
messed
who's
with
the killer?
Inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what.
And I swear there's only
There's
like
no
2
way I would have
clocks.
noticed that.
This is truly fantastic.
I've never actually played the Professor Layton game.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
I do need to check it out. She's right, that's the main problem. How much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks? I'm going to reach the truth in one call. I don't know. Maybe an hour or something? Clock's alarm timer. Let's go with that for now.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. Was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
If only I heard the sound
It
when he
would've been a
fell.
great clue.
Or his scream.
Or a scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Okay.
Only Mechamaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
Huh?
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
Akane's account? Where have I heard that before? If does not exist in this world. Why do I feel like I've heard that in One Piece? Heard the rumbling noise around 5:30 a.m. What do I put this against for?
Radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would
Monokuma
7:30
did say that we all
in
were
our time?
late to Monokuma Tai Chi.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
So I
If
guess it
only
must
I
have been
heard the
like
sound
after
when you
7 or
fell.
something.
It would have been a great clue.
Sound?
Or his scream.
He wouldn't have screamed.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Mechamaru's alarm was loud enough.
Alarm.
We would have heard it too.
Okay, I think
There's
I
no
put it
point
on
in
the
saying
sound when he
If
fell.
does not exist in this world.
I thought that was the pillar falling, but it was Mechamaru.
Clearly 7. The problem is, what in our time?
Are there any clues that can... If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Yay.
I agree with that.
That feels so weird, just seeing consent break through.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling.
Rumbling?
Hey Celestia, how you doing?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went
We were
back
with
to sleep.
Akane, Sonya, and
Was that the
Chiaki,
sound from when
Kazuichi,
Mechamaru
Gundam, and
fell?
Fuyuhiko were together. Yeah, Nakito doesn't have the alibi. Nakito was
The huge body
saying
fell
that
from the fourth
he
floor
was
to the
asleep.
first, and the pillar fell with it.
Even Nakito said
Obviously,
that
here's
he
an
seems
answer.
the most suspicious.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the
But
Strawberry
I don't feel
House
like it
Lounge.
is Nakito.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh,
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I mean they...
I could not sleep at all.
Oh.
I was awake the whole night with hunger
I was
pains.
about to say she could be a heavy
There's
sleeper.
nothing to worry about. What's
But if
important is
she
that
didn't
rumbling
hear it-
noise Anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Sonya, Chiaki, Nakito, and Gundam had soundproof rooms. Really? I didn't know about that.
Huh? You can tell?
Yeah, Nekamaru's radio clock was the only one that
I
wasn't
instantly
tampered.
woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. Oh boy, such a hard question. I wonder which one it was.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
Did I really have to explain that?
2 hours? That much?
So we went to Strawberry House for Tai Chi at like 9
We were
o'clock.
starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason?
I feel like we're
did the
getting
killer
close to
alter
the
our
end.
perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Oh yeah. Nekamaru would have known that it was 7:30.
If you messed with the
Or
clocks
7.
and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower
Only
alone,
2 hours.
right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Yeah, I remember they did the rock, paper, scissors. Oh, so the deluxe rooms. So are the deluxe rooms and the standard rooms soundproof then? Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. The The Tai Chi.
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
If only Fuyuhiko actually followed Mechamaru,
every morning at 7 a.m. for that
he would have
activity.
realized that it
But
was
if
the
they
time
messed
that
with
was
all the
messed up.
blocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Mechamaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
Yeah.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was
Wait.
able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Yeah, Nakito does have a point.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
Does Mikan's ex have band-aids? I thought it was just like a plus. Or like the red
If I
cross.
recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too
Oh,
early.
oh
He
the
didn't even
texture.
ask you yet.
I need to see her ex now. Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to teach Monokuma Tai Chi. Turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time.
I guess
But in truth,
Monokuma would have
it was
said
way past
something,
the meeting time.
but after finding out there was a murder, he thought to keep it quiet.
Jeez, that's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
What?
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
You know, I love Monomi's nose.
Too bad.
And Monokuma's.
Liar!
I haven't noticed it before.
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the
Just put a
peanut
sibling
gallery.
rivalry between
Now
them.
that we found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going
So it has
say
to be
next.
someone who was in Strawberry Tower, right?
What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
There was a ringing after 30 minutes.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that...
Oh yeah,
rumbling
you're right.
sound.
It does look like band-aids.
That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died...
I thought
when
it was
the
just the
rumble
pain
happened,
of the X.
then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Nakito.
Remember, sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Yeah, it had to be someone in Strawberry House.
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
And they wouldn't have been able to get back to Strawberry House if they broke Grape House's elevator button. It can't be Nakito. You have an alibi. It's you.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there.
It can't be
It's
him
you.
though.
Right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
You know what?
It was just me, Gundam, and
I
Fuyuhiko.
think Nakito knows he wasn't the one who did it, but he's just playing everybody.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case,
He literally said that so everybody would be suspicious of him.
Say something!
I
You
don't think
hurry
it's
up and
Nakito.
answer. I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
What's he gonna say?
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is
I've
also
forgotten
true
what
for
the
me.
rumbling. Oh wait, I remember the rumbling sound.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone
think
else heard it.
we're gonna point out that their rooms were
To be
soundproof then.
honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I
Huh?
was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but
Oh yeah, cause what's her name? Akane did say
wasn't
that she
that,
was gonna be in a
probably
crummy
didn't
room
hear
as
it at
well.
all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Quantum looking a bit sus, not gonna lie. The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nakito, Sonia, Chiaki. What did these three have in common? Yeah, because surely if you get the time mixed up, they could just like fix that elevator thing. They maybe got what's it? There? Let me fix this. Just because the time went off at 5:30 AM doesn't necessarily mean that that's when the murder happened. Maybe the killer just did that to cement their alibi. He looks. Oh. Okay, give me an M. Deluxe rooms.
I got it! Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki.
Out of
Three of you were staying in
everyone
deluxe room,
in
right?
the Strawberry House, it'll either be Gundam or Soda
If I recall,
who committed the heinous murder. The guest rooms. Oh yeah, the deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. Standard room, so-so insulation. Common room, severe problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
Yeah, this was completely
That's right.
planned, messing
it
up
was
with the
because
clocks,
deluxe
tying up
rooms have
Mechamaru.
superior sound insulation.
So, letting him crash onto the pillar.
Actually noticed that.
Nakito said he doesn't know if that was planned or not.
Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent?
Chef's kiss.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor. I feel like I understand what Nakito means. The killer among us who murdered Nekomaru. Wait, I don't know. Okay. The boys played rock, paper, scissors to decide who's gonna be in which rooms. I don't remember which rooms they were in. Wait, let me look through chat again. What did you say, Celestia? Gundam and Nakito got the deluxe rooms. So if Gundam got...
Crap!
I didn't mean to click there. If Gundam got the deluxe room, he shouldn't have been able to hear it.
You're the only one!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, what was
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night,
Wait, did
it is the
Gundam have something
universe's
in his hand
providence
there?
to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor.
Yeah.
and he couldn't even hear it.
It was Mahiru's ghost who killed Mechamaru.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
Oh, Sonya's
There's
heartbroken.
only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in the deluxe room, you still went to the lounge.
You're about to watch your favorite character get executed.
Gundam.
Surely
you
it
have some
can't be
sort of
Gundam.
explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
Oh yeah, he was staying in the lounge.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
What is that he has in his hand?
You were
Or
in
is
the
that
lounge
just
for
his
that long. The killer who
clothes?
had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mechamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
It was that alarm that trapped the killer as well.
Nekomaru in sleep mode. And tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
Being a ghost would be the ultimate cheat for the life-ending game. Yeah.
Which means when Fuyuhiko
Imagine if
witnessed
you could
Nekomaru,
possess
the killer
people
was
as a
already
ghost as well. You could just get someone else to kill someone.
Once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Okay, it was his clothes that I was seeing in the other thing.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were
But because of
supposed to stay in
Fuyuhiko,
their
they couldn't do that.
They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Oh, it's definitely
Unfortunately,
Gundam then.
They failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
All because Fuyuhiko decided to stay in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This walkers. Surely he would have
Why'd you
tried
come out?
to...
You should have hid till the excitement died down.
He would have tried to get back to his room
Gundam
now.
tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
Because Fuyuhiko would have been focused on the clock, and Soda would have been focused on Fuyuhiko.
That would have been ideal.
Surely he could have just sneaked past him.
How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Oh,
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction.
he found
How
an
many
answer.
ears do we possess?
Like what? 10?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
I wonder
The
if
soundproof
anybody's gonna
system
fight
here
this.
may as well not exist.
Yeah, Sonya is heartbroken.
Your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic.
Oh,
The
he's
truth
sweating.
Shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is
Would you be
always
able
so
to hear the alarm from the first floor?
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
I guess you would.
Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Oh yeah, what's gonna happen to his hamsters?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you.
Surely he
Seems it
can't
was
kill the
actually
hamsters
horrible
too,
timing
right?
on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
I don't think he could have used his hamsters to hit the goodnight button. Just remember, it was...
You don't have to admit it.
The goodnight button was behind some, like...
majority vote anyway.
What do you call it? Lap or something that seemed broken.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
Huh.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, This killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
What are you talking about, Nakito?
What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce.
Ooh?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Is that how it works? If you're that bored, you develop stomach ulcers?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Again?
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior...
Are we gonna figure out what happened with Nakito's behavior during this class trial? Or next chapter?
Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that.
It's weird that he laughed a lot. Last chapter, his hamsters were quick enough to get up to the rafters and get the wallpaper. Yeah, actually.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Actually, yeah.
We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
I guess they could have opened the flap.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't
It's
argue
weird that
anymore.
Nakito laughed how he did when he looked through the window.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis.
That hamster has been eating
wrong
good.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Mechamaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor.
Yes.
From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off.
Oh right, if the elevator broke.
Although going to and fro is busy
But
enough
he could
as
have
it is,
left one of
how
his
would I be able to
hamsters
travel between both
to
houses
go
anyway?
through the elevator instead.
The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Unless he
Plus,
went
the
through
stopped elevator should have been facing
the
Grape
final
House
death
side.
room that Nakito
If
went through.
So, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do another truth bullet thing.
I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Pitiful
Have you learned your
humans.
lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Oh, can't I? Watch me. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. And... oh. Okay, I have no idea which one it is.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
I don't think it was the only
Plus,
means of
the
travel.
elevator was broken at Grape House.
The killer cannot return to Strawberry House.
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret
Secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
Aha!
Why don't we stop this already?
Contradiction, yep. Oh, what do we
That
put this on?
elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
No,
Ah.
that's wrong.
He teleported like Nakito did.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
What does this mean? After his execution,
ask
do
the
we only
person who
have
actually
8 people
used that
left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wow, there are There's gonna be 7 people left after he dies.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
I guess there'll be 1 or 2 murders more. And then maybe when there's only 4 of us left, that'll be near the end of the game.
To the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez.
Oh, that must be what we thought was the basement thing in the Final Dead Octagon room.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon.
Yeah.
Which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the 3rd
Look at
floor
all of
Grape
that
House.
Monokuma.
Meaning the 3rd floor
I love
and
if
the
someone
4th
made
floor
like
are
a
actually connected.
Danganronpa Monokuma style
Plus,
theme
once you
park
clear
or
the
something.
final dead room once,
Escape
you can
room.
pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the 2 houses as much as they want.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to
from
do
your own
the
suspicion.
bullet time thing at the end, aren't we?
Value your life. You should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I don't know which one it is. The clock's alarm
Even
timer,
if the
why
turret
not?
box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes,
Ah?
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Document is exhausting, just listening to it makes me tired. How do I do this again? Slash in the direction you press WASD. How do I get the top ones?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, this is so weird now. I have to like
Even if the
press
turbid box
both of
doesn't
them at the
exist,
same time
you could travel through multiple planes, provided you
to
use
try
a
and get
spacious
these
wormhole.
bottom ones.
However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
There we go.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Ah? No, that
Say
was...
the killer
Ah,
went to the Octagon.
accidentally pressed cap box.
Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole.
Why is he talking about
However, how
spacious
frail
wormhole?
I say! Your decayed illusion.
Ah?
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Okay, which one is this gonna be? God damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole.
A spacious
However, how
wormhole.
frail I say!
Frail.
Your decayed illusion.
Okay.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved the secret passage exists.
What will this one be?
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Why, I
Say
think.
the killer went to the octagon.
Yeah.
Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray
No,
to the
I
key
thought I
which
won't.
dwells in the light.
By providing the evidence that the killer went to the octagon. The wire.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blood.
There we
Allow me
go.
to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Mechamaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons.
Yeah, you could definitely find the hammer in here.
Pretty sure I saw stuff like wires.
I mean, look,
hammers,
there's a
and
mace
chains,
there.
too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems
There's
this is
nothing
the end.
more that Gundam can do.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what do you...
Let him
First
do it.
of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that
Oh, I thought he was talking
Thanks to
about
that,
like the comic section
Nekomaru
thing we
wasn't
do
able
at
to
the
go to
end.
Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken.
I wonder what
Well,
Gundam's
it's
execution
obvious
will
he'd
be.
attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in
How is he
Strawberry
talking
Hall
without
was
opening his
broken,
mouth?
so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
Really?
They can just greet everyone the next morning as
Oof.
if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky
Surely
plan,
there would have been
they
the
wouldn't have been
question
able to
of
lure
what
him at
happened with the
all.
clocks though.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru
And he probably did
powerless
that
without
with the
fighting.
4 Dark Deaths of Destruction.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not
What is
understand!
he getting
You don't
on about?
understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh!
It's one of those
After
times
all
where
this time, you
the
still
killer
don't
gets
understand
arrogant.
anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Years.
Does he want them to know that he was the one who
Maybe I'm
battled
just a human destined for
Mechamaru?
hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
I'm sorry, that's just so funny.
still have more?
I
You still have room to
cannot
argue?
finish.
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press
What
it, I'd
happened
have
to
get
his
behind
arm?
him.
Why is it all
It's not easy
bandaged
to
up?
get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer,
Look at the
least
hamster on
surpass
his
your own
left
human
with his
limitations.
arms up or whatever. Do you call them hamster arms? Or is there a name for them?
You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Okay, what are the
First,
tips?
You must crush them with your own overwhelming power.
Hajime definitely doesn't have
you
that.
must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice. Okay. I always have to remember how to do this. Left mouse, stop the ASD, reload tab.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Do it.
Trust as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Oh, I hold the left mouse, I remember.
Trust as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't
We've
let
almost
you!
broken down all of his shields.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Okay.
Wither! Trust as David prophesies!
Huh?
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
For the Tanaka Empire.
Crushed as David prophesies! For
Huh?
the Tanaka Empire!
Damn it, negative time. Oh, we've got Nika time anyway.
Do you really think I
For
can get behind him so
Dark
easily?
Deathers. I got it wrong. D4 Dark Deathers.
Show me the cadaver! Amen! You weakling! This pressure. It's Nekomaru's
D4
back.
Dark
Do you really
Deathers.
think I can get...
This is the end!
I thought it would have said 4 Dark Deathers of Destruction.
Even if you didn't get behind Mechamaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
The power of the hamsters.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Oh. When he opened the thing.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
and in the
With your
first
friends and
one,
their exceptionally smart brains,
the hamsters found
it
like a
must have been
trap door
possible
showing
to
Byakuya's
secretly
murder.
get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
What else does he have to say?